thought the terror was over, if you believed the nightmare was finished,
ow! Ow!
you were right. From the people who had nothing to do with Scream.
Has it crossed your mind that your boyfriend was murdered and you're next?
No way!
If you haven't heard, one of the greatest properties of all time is returning to the big screen in 2026. We're talking about Scary Movie. Scary Movie 6 has released its full cast, and at initial reception, I was like, hell yeah. It's good to hear that the Wayans managed to get back their property. Marlon has been promoting heavy on the process of writing this, but they just underwent production. They are currently shooting now, and like I said, we are supposed to see this in the big screens in summer, June 12th to be exact, 2026. But there's something that I've got to talk about that nags at me. And looking at the official cast list, and I'm going to go to Marlon Wayans' page here, where they've put up several images of everybody that's going on into this film. Now, this may not be the entire cast, but this is the main one that I've seen, and so I'm going to take it as these are going to be the main faces that we see on screen. Face value, this is great. Anna Faris as Cindy, Brenda, the best friend who is a reliable rock, sexually free, provides some of my most favorite bits, like her fighting the little girl.
Cindy, help me!
I'm not listening.
Get up, you little ugly bitch. Come on. Let me see what you got. What you going to? That's all.
Of course, the Wayans brothers being back, like you can't do this property without having Shorty and Ray involved in some way. And then the rest of the cast, especially old boy at the bottom here, who played in Scary Movie 2, the dude with the fingers. This is another iconic character for this franchise that is quoted a lot. It looks stellar. Kim Wayans is now going to make her, first entry into the series. From what we hear all the time, she is the funniest Wayans. We just don't get to see enough of her. So to see her on the screen in this mega franchise is going to be awesome. This dude right here, who I don't know, but clearly has the Wayans gene, so he's related to somebody in the Wayans family. Of course, everybody loves Damon Wayans Jr. It's a great cast. I don't know who these other individuals are, but we can assume that since Marlon Wayans posted them, they're going to have some significant role in everything. But can you guess what my issue may be with what we're seeing right here? Just once more, let's look at it. Boy, lock your answers in. What do you think I'm looking at? Especially people who know me. They already know what I'm going to say here. But why do you think I had to do a video on this particular casting? What do you all see that make you go, oh, Jay, don't you effing do it. Don't be a hater. But I got to be, y'all. I got to be a little bit of a hater on this. I want you to look at the cast list for a movie like Crazy Rich Asians. Just take a look at it. I'll even make it bigger for you. Take a look. Constance Wu, Hirin Goli, Awkwafina, Michelle Yeoh, Gemma Chan, Ken Jeong, Harry Shroom. Here's another one for you. In the Heights. Lin-Manuel, Ariana Greenblatt, Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, Stephanie Beatriz, Melissa Barrera, Leslie Grace, Christopher Jackson, Mark Anthony. New Anaconda movie that is coming out in 2025. Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Danielle Mashore, Selton Mello, Steve Zahn, Dandaway Newton, Ione Skye. Something like Crazy Rich Asians gets made. You take careful attention. Obviously, it's an Asian story, so the primary cast is going to be Asian, but you take particular attention to these movies and what they do to present their community opportunities to come out and perform, because they recognize that there are very few roles for Asian actors to come out and do their thing. So if I'm going to make a movie, I want to make sure that somebody from my community gets a leg up, what I can do to put a little spotlight on them. Similarly, if I'm a Hispanic director and I'm making a film, my film is going to primarily consist of Hispanic actors, because I want to give you an opportunity that so many individuals from that community may not get to go up and show your work. The reason being that actors, let's go just these four right here, are not going to be hurting for opportunities to work. Now, they may not get auditions for a multitude of reasons, but when a casting call goes out, there will be at least 10 roles on there that they could try and give a chance. I know this. I've been through this rigor of looking at a casting call sheet and finding the one role that says black or other. You tell me, looking at these movies right here, where a black individual, a Asian individual, a Hispanic individual has a high hopes of finding more than a handful of roles or opportunities to star in, especially in these major properties. There won't be many. There just won't be. So whenever we get one of our highest tier caliber stars, celebrities in our community, I look to them to continue to do the work of putting people in position from their background to shine, because every other community is going to do that. White people put on white people, Asian people put on Asian people, Hispanic people put on Hispanic people. In the black community, though, in our movies, and I'll show you examples, we have a tendency to make even ourselves the only black person in existence in that film. We have a tendency to want to be very open and go, we want to cast everybody. We want everybody to feel love. And in part, I think it comes from a place of wanting to be loved. We make it open so that we feel like those communities will be open towards us, which I agree with the mission, the mantra. I believe in diversity first. I believe if the best person presents itself, regardless of color, that person should be selected for the role. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what my message is here. I don't want the hate-filled people to be like, yeah, right on, brother. No, fuck no. That's not what I'm saying. I believe in diversity. But what I am saying is that people recognize that the only way to continue to build is that you got to give an extra look to your people of your community. It's the only way to build something that can get to a place of equity to where you can afford to be like, oh, okay, well, then I can cast a movie with people from a completely different community because I know my community is going to be set. There are so few roles that come up. There's so few productions that have black people at the helm or are the drivers of the seat that I go. When you get in that opportunity, make sure you're throwing a look to people within your own, because that's what other communities are doing. So I look at this cast and I go, the only new young black face I see in here is clearly related to y'all, which again, you should do. That's something else that people are really good at, throwing looks to their family. People want to act like nepotism is bad, but every person does it in every industry. But the concern here is that you gave a look to this young black man, but then gave a bunch of looks to, a group of people who are not going to struggle for roles. Now, again, this could not be the complete cast list, but I assume because they're being posted that they are the main cast, and I just go, where the F is the opportunity here? And this is just, it's really so unfortunate because it's not just the Wayans. I mean, the Wayans have put on a lot of people. Let me be clear here. They have done their job, and they've given us Tommy Davidson. They gave us Jamie Foxx. They gave us David Allen Greer, Affion Crockett. Like, there was a bunch of people that kind of come from the Wayne tree. But the behemoth that is the Scary Movie franchise, the built-in audience that comes with something like that, I would want you to give at least 2 more shots. You know what I'm saying? I look at your cast and it should be like, yo, there are a plethora of opportunities finally for some young black brothers to go like, yo, there's an opportunity to be in a movie. Can't think of anyone bigger than Will Smith in terms of acting. He's got 18 upcoming movies. It's probably not going to work very well here because they probably haven't released a cast list yet, but let's do one of his prior movies, like, for example, Bad Boys, a mega behemoth property, a property that, again, this is time to introduce the sons of Will and Martin's characters. Give us some starring roles here. Let's look at the cast. Will and Martin, of course. Then we go Vanessa Hudgens, Alexander Ludwig, Paola Nunez, Eric Dame, Ian Gruffold, Jacob Scipio. This is Will Smith's son, y'all. This is an opportunity, again, for a young black actor to have a chance to take on a property that is bigger than life. Didn't give it to a black man. Melanie LeBird, Tasha Smith. Okay, now we're getting into some black people, established black people. Nobody knew yet. Rhea Seehorn, Joe Pantoliano, DJ Khaled, Bianca. Look, the point being that look at this cast, this mega movie, and how many we have given to our own young black men to get an opportunity to shine, to do something. There are so many other casting calls that are going to call, that are asking for, hey, we want a porcelain blonde-haired girl. Hey, we want a curly-haired white boy. Hey, we want a blue-eyed. Like, there's so many opportunities for these kids, and yet, what other movie is looking to cast a young black actor? What other movie that's coming up from the Brad Pitt camp? It's coming out from the Tom Cruise camp. It's coming out for whatever productions, a new line movie or new Warner Brothers. But how many other opportunities is going to call for that actor? So I just look at this casting list and I go, damn, another opportunity missed. And I wish we would capitalize more. Find y'all a black actor, man. Find y'all a young black actor, at least 1 or 2. Man, hold the coffee or, be the sheriff's deputy, something. Because I'm telling you right now, man, Zelda is in production right now, and all 4 of these individuals could have went for the roles. No black kid is going to be in Zelda. No black kid. And if they are, they're going to get all the hate in the damn world, just like old girl did in How to Train Your Dragon, and she wasn't even all the way black. Anyway, I'm done with my hater radio. I will holler at you all later. Let me know what you think about this cast. Let me know what you think about this movie. Let me know what you think about putting your own community on, getting in a position to make sure that your people eat as well. That's not to say to exclude. Don't want to be part of the exclusion posse. F them individuals, but making sure that your community is being built so that you can get to an equitable state. I was your host, JLW, and I will catch you all in the next one.